Hello and welcome to English with Tom. Today we're carrying on our short series on connected speech, and today we are looking at elision. Elision. Maybe that's a new word. So what does elision mean? What is it? Well, elision is when a sound in a word is omitted. That means left out. It is usually the and d sounds that are omitted, left out. And it often happens, not always, but often happens when these sounds are in the middle of other consonants. So for example, Westminster, we don't usually pronounce the T. The T is omitted, elided. This is an example of elision. So Westminster. Westminster. Can you hear that? You can't hear the t in the middle. Westminster. So here are some just more examples. So here you can see examples of omission of t sound. Listen carefully. Next one. Next one. I'll catch the next one. Christmas. Christmas. My favorite holiday is Christmas. I don't have one. I don't have one. A Nintendo Switch? No, I don't have one. Post the card. Post the card. You need to post the card so it arrives for her birthday. Post the card. Pause the video. Try and say it. Say it in a full sentence if you can. Okay. Next, omission of the d sound. D. Old car. Old car. I have a really old car. Number 2. Sandwich. Sandwich. My lunch today. For my lunch today, I'm having a sandwich. Fish and chips. Fish and chips. My favorite British food is fish and chips. Stand there. Stand there. Ah, please stand there. Again, pause the video. Pronounce these words, these phrases, and see if you can omit, elide the d sound. There you go. Okay, practice. So as with all the other connected speech videos, this often happens when people are speaking quickly, or not just quickly, but natural speed. So at natural speed, these sounds are often omitted. So I have some discussion questions. And a good way to practice elision is with superlatives. So with adjectives, like for example, good, comparatives when you have 2, better, good, better, and superlative is like number 1. So the best. So for example, ramen is good. Sashimi is better. But sushi is the best Japanese food. Sushi is the best Japanese food. So if you listen carefully, you can hear the t sound has been elided. Sushi is the best Japanese food. Okay, have a look at these 2 discussion questions, and can you notice elision in these questions? Maybe pause the video, try yourself first. Okay, number 1. What's the most beautiful city you've ever visited? What's the most beautiful city you've ever visited? What's the hottest place you've ever visited? What's the hottest place you've ever visited? Okay, again, the t sound has been omitted. The hottest place. the most beautiful? Okay, 2 more questions. Listen carefully. Notice the elision. Who is the nicest person you know? Who is the nicest person you know? What was your favorite subject at school? What was your favorite subject at school? Okay, again, the T has been, the t has been elided. Actually, that second one there, what was, that's another example. What was, not what was. It's often, what was your favorite subject at school? Okay, one more time. What's the most beautiful city you've ever visited? What's the hottest place you've ever been to? Who is the nicest person you know? What was your favorite subject at school? Okay, I want you to pause the video and think about your answer. What's your answer to these questions? And try and think of in full sentences. So for number 1, answer. What was the most beautiful city? Paris. No. Try and think of the full sentence so we can practice the elision. So pause the video, think about your answer. Okay, here are my answers. So number 1, what was the most beautiful city you've ever visited? The most beautiful city I've ever visited is Kyoto in Japan. How about you? What's the most beautiful city you've ever visited? Number 2. What's the hottest place you've ever been to? Okay, for me, the hottest place I've ever been to is Death Valley in Nevada, America. It was super hot. And you? What's the hottest place you've ever been to? Number 3. Who is the nicest person you know? Okay, the nicest person I know is Husey, my best friend. What about you? Who is the nicest person you know? Number 4. What was your favorite subject at school? Okay, my favorite subject at school was English and art. That wasn't one subject, that's 2 actually. So my favorite subjects at school were English and art. How about you? What do you think? What was your favorite subject at school? What was your favorite subject at school? Okay, quick video today. But yes, elision is another example of connected speech. So be aware when you're speaking to people, when you're listening, if it sounds a little strange, maybe it's because they're missing some of the sounds, often t and d. And yeah, go back, have a look at those questions and try to give your answers and practice elision. Okay, thank you so much and see you next time. Bye-bye.